Hello, everyone. This is Nick Thomas, and this is my senior capstone. I'd started the Urban Leadership Program in 2014. Back then, I was a little bit more of an introvert and not as willing to jump up and start new things. I do have to say that it did take some initiative just to start the Urban Leadership Program. Boy, was I in for a treat. Here on the left, you'll see some work we did with Project Homeless Connect. This was a really fun project. It took a lot of people to put together, but I thought it ended up really well. Here on the right was a project I took a lot of stock into. I had the opportunity as a front runner to put together a project for me and a bunch of other people. This was with the Boys and Girls Club of Denver up in Arvada. I had a few other people join me from the Urban Leadership Program. We pretty much helped put on exhibits for a health fair. I did seed planting, and the other members did various things on what smoking does to your body. We've had a lot of fun. One thing that I did not have any pictures for that I also wanted to add is working with the Denver Botanic Gardens. This event we also had several people come into, and they're still contacting me today, hoping to get volunteers to come help. I had a lot of fun with the field experiences here at the Urban Leadership Program. One thing that I really got out of the field experiences was seeing successful people in positions of leadership. This was a good example of where we could be one day if we just buckle down and strive towards success. Here on the left-hand side was the trip to the Denver History Museum. On the right side was our trip to DeVita. I really enjoyed the trip to DeVita because it really focused on positivity and how to utilize that within a work setting. And I really feel like that matches up with my first Gallup strength, positivity. Really showed me how that can be utilized in future success. Here we have a few gatherings that the leadership program has attended that you may memorize some. Here on the very left, I had the opportunity to help organize the CLA Summit, which was a great opportunity. And as a leader, it's important to be able to step up, give initiative, and say, I'm willing to do this and I'm ready to do this. The reason I bring this up is not a lot of people had applied for this, and I do urge people from Metro and the Urban Leadership Program to step up and volunteer for this opportunity in future years because it is a very valuable opportunity. I'd done an internship with the Gathering Place, a day shelter for women and children, as well as crisis line for the Phoenix Center. I felt that the Urban Leadership Program really helped me in preparing for both of these situations. These are both situations to where a panic situation may come up where a person really has to step up and be there for whatever crisis or situation is happening. I really think that the Urban Leadership Program, through its mentoring, training, and different situations, has helped me to step up as a leader when necessary. Few courses that have really helped me preparing for leadership and expanding my leadership aside from the leadership class that we've all taken. Psychology of Prejudice teaches you about the foundation of prejudice, how prejudice might happen, and things you might not want to do in a group situation to keep conflicts from happening. Positive psychology was really great for me since my number one Gallup skill was positivity. This helped me to engage people, learn how to keep things positive, and really evaluate myself in how can I make this a more positive situation. Creative nonfiction seems like kind of a weird choice, but I think that being able to critique other people's work on life events really gave me some empathy for things that people go through, how to approach these situations, and how to express myself openly without fear of judgment. I feel these are all very important skills needed by leaders throughout the course of their development. These are all pictures from the Colorado experience. Up here at the top left, we have the batteries it takes to light up the Eisenhower Tunnel. These are all from the Eisenhower Tunnel, by the way. We have the actual upper tunnel on the left, and over in the middle, we have some computers. So when you're going to the Eisenhower Tunnel, people are watching you. The main reason I wanted to bring up this experience is this was a valuable experience for me to travel around the mountains with pretty much 20 to 60 of Colorado's biggest entrepreneurs. This was an opportunity that I had signed up for, and one of the main reasons I was given this opportunity was because I took the initiative, stepped up, wrote the essay, and applied for it. A lot of people had told me that if they just would have applied, they might have done it. So this is why I urge everyone to apply for every situation possible. That's one major thing I've gotten out of the Urban Leadership Program is no matter how big or how small the opportunity, you always want to sign up because a big part of becoming a leader is having the experience behind leadership. That's why I was proud to show this and proud to be a part of it as well. And I hope you, as Urban Leadership Program participants, sign up for stuff like this as well. It's not always just about the requirements, but about the extra things that are provided within the program as well. Two big places in which I've been utilizing my leadership skills as of lately are on the left. You'll see my presidency with the Clinical and Counseling Club. Big thing I utilize within this club is Includer. I took my knowledge of servant leadership or leading beside people instead of above people and try to make sure everybody has a voice, everybody is heard, and everybody has an opportunity to be a part of the club. I also try to make sure it's a fun, safe environment and people are comfortable there. On the right, you'll see my work as a reporter. I've been a reporter for about a year now and have done a bunch of different interviews with a bunch of different people. One of the biggest things is staying positive, which was one of my Gallup skills as well. Includer was number 2. But it's important to make people feel comfortable, make people feel like you want them to be there, and make sure that you know that their voices should be heard. These have been very valuable opportunities, and I do believe that I could not have done this as effectively if I had not taken my time with the Urban Leadership Program. I've been writing for the magazine for the past year, but I've also been an online blogger. Currently, I have the most successful blog and am the first horror writer for the Metrosphere. Big part of where the leadership program came into play for this is I believe that I never would have had the initiative to go apply for the job without having the leadership skills I had under my belt. Now here we see a picture of the set for the Daytime Duo. I was asked to come do an interview about my blog and as well my work with the magazine. I believe that I would not have done this as successfully, calmly, and concisely if I would have not had the leadership skills and being comfortable with myself as much as I have over the years. This was a fantastic opportunity, and again, I don't know if this would happen the way it would have if I wouldn't have had the leadership skills that I do have under my belt. The leadership program has assisted me a lot in my growth towards being a more effective leader. The biggest thing that I learned that I am taking with me today, again, is servant leadership and letting people lead beside me, but stepping up when necessary. Some things I have coming up in the future. I've been asked to be a keynote speaker for a GED program graduate ceremony. That should be very interesting. And again, this may not have happened if I was not on the video, which may not have happened if I didn't have the confidence to take the initiative I have over this amount of time. Graduation is coming up, and I am very glad that I started the Urban Leadership Program when I did. Graduate school is a big plan of mine, and again, I'm going to utilize and bring all of these skills with me into the future. And the world is the limit. So whatever comes next, I can approach it with open arms and confidence, knowing that I have skills that I can take with me for the rest of my life. Go Urban Leadership Program.